Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Lyricist with Surge Radio. I'm here with my guy Spades, and our special guest for the night is Cash from Podcast. Cash, tell everybody who you are, man.
Like my guy Lyricist said, man, my name is Podcast. I have my own podcast. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all streaming platforms. We discuss all type of content, music, sport, you name it, man.
All right, that's dope. Yeah, so we've actually connected on TikTok. So we do a lot of music debates, discussions. Currently, we are a part of these versus battles. So like think about like the Timberland Swiss Beats type verses, but on a TikTok scale. So ton of people, music lovers and everything else come together, and we do like a playlist battle. So we got a league going, just started the league. We got rankings, leaderboards, all that cool shit. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure you follow me on TikTok at I underscore am lyricist. Cash, you can give them your handle as well.
Mine's is Marathon Cash. That's MarathonKash, Marathon Cash.
All right. So let's go ahead and hop into some of these topics. I think my guy Spades, are you still there? All right, so he may be having some connection issues, but we're gonna move forward with it. So one of the topics we want to talk about is DJ academics. So Cash, what is your thoughts on DJ academics, man?
Man, DJ Academics is, like you said, polarizing. I guess you can consider him toxic, negative, all of those things. Infamous, an interesting figure for the most part, but he does have a huge platform when it comes to media, especially when it's related to music. The issues with Saucy Santana, I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
It got out of hand. I was always told to don't engage with people in the LGBT community and don't argue with women because it's a lose-lose situation. Because if you get physical and you have to actually harm somebody of that community and you come out on top, you're not going to get credit for it. But if you lose, it's going to be like, you feel me? It's probably the worst thing that could happen to you. But I don't like Saucy Santana verbally saying what he said about the sexual assault. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And people are not really like talking about that part of it. I thought that was out of line.
I mean, it was extremely out of line because it's like, let's just put let's just say it from a different perspective. Is it okay for an adult male to say that to anybody? Even if he was to say it to a woman, then it's going to be magnified to a certain level. That type of behavior, that type of verbiage being used against anybody is not acceptable. Saying that you're going to, sexually assault somebody after you assault them, I mean, it's like you're doing something to get somebody's will. Yeah. So you kind of, I don't understand why they're not paying attention to that. I guess because everybody, walks on thin ice or eggshells for the LGBTQ, but that's not, they don't ask for that. Not everybody in that community behaves like that or thinks like that. So this is a representation. It's a poor representation of the community. So, I can understand exactly why, he kind of feel like, he's stuck. Like if I say something, I'm fucked. If I don't say something, then that's maybe the best route I can go. But I think the worst part about it is that, DJ Academics has done a lot of things that he should have done. That's why it makes it hard for people to feel bad for him. When he was going against, I forgot old girl's name, and I apologize, and he was going back and forth with her. She was 6 months pregnant and her car was shot up. He thought it was funny. So it's like things like that will make you less likable because at the end of the day, it's like, if you think something like that is funny, then people are going to think that what Saucy Santana is, saying to you is not so bad because you laughed at something that was very, very serious, that an individual was in danger, a young woman and her unborn child. So that's just one of those things, man. So,
I agree with you.
Yeah, but I think it's crazy though, man. So is there any more you want to add to that?
Yeah, I would have personally ignored him because, like I said, it's a lose-lose situation. Even though he was going at I believe Carisha and
Yeah, Carisha. Yep.
yeah, and I understood Saucy Santana stood up on her behalf. I would have just ignored him. You know, that's the best thing to do. Sometimes silence is golden, and I don't think interacting with a guy like that would benefit you in no way, shape, or form. It's just the L you got to take because a man telling me that he's going to do something to me in that regard, like it's kind of hard to like just let that slide, bro. That's crazy. Like that's prison talk. You know,
Yeah.
I have a lot of family members who've actually been incarcerated, and I've heard the stories. You don't play with men like that.
No.
Like under no circumstances. So I don't like it. I understand people don't like academics, but two wrongs don't make a right.
No.
It's one of those things where even if academics is a person who you dislike and do not care for, even hate, this situation you can kind of be like, all right, you went a little too far, Santana. Like that's crazy. Because
Yeah.
like you said, had it been a woman, it would be cancel culture on another level.
Across the board.
Like oh my god, like so it's just crazy.
I mean, and that also tells it shows you what people thoughts is in
Yeah,
a man, like on a man in that situation. It's like they think that a man can't be sexually assaulted.
exactly.
They think the man can be, RAP3.
Yeah,
So it's like they think that stuff can't happen. And it's like when it happens, it's like it's comical.
exactly.
But when it happens to the opposite sex, it's not so funny. It's a serious threat.
Yeah,
So,
it's
you
like we
know,
got Me Too movements. You know,
mhm,
everybody's canceled. You know, everybody's in question. Like all men are dogs. Men are terrible people.
mhm.
Like we all get scrutinized and criticized when it comes to us. But if another man verbally assaults another man in a sexual manner, it's just like, oh, the boys have been boys. You
Yeah,
feel me? Like,
yeah.
no, it's not what that is.
I
Not
mean,
at
it's
all.
like they wonder why people go to such extremes that, like,
Yeah,
especially when it's a man versus a man, you know, in the same way that women perceive men as threats, men also see other men as a threat.
exactly.
So when it's all said and done, we're going to take that threat seriously. And it may even cause us to go a different direction to be like, you know what? I may gotta take this one out, you know,
Nah, for real.
on site. I mean, I'm like, there's no conversation. I may have to get rid of this cat.
Yeah, that's not one of those things where y'all cross paths and you just kind of like let it slide. Hey, we gotta handle this, my guy. Like, come
Yeah,
here. You know, I gotta
it's,
pull you to the side.
I mean, it's like, because at that point, there's no rules. There's
Yeah,
no rules of engagement. There's no respect factor. It's all out the window. The moment you say something like that to me, I already know what level to take it to.
yeah,
And that's what they're not understanding. So people think it's funny that DJ Academics is going through. They're mostly laughing at his pain because of the things that he said. No, he should have never laughed at this woman, in the
yeah,
danger that she was in. And he has a history of doing crazy shit like that. But the bigger scope of things is like, look, DJ Academics can be an idiot, but for him to have to deal with that type of verbiage being thrown at him and he can't say anything because we already know he could be canceled same day. Same day. The moment he go live, Twitch is gonna cancel him.
yeah,
Everyone, because he already know his bag is in danger. So the best thing for him to do was to shut the fuck up.
yeah.
But so we've already answered. We're gonna bounce it back to the Spades. Hey, Spades, is your connection good, buddy? Pause. Hey, we probably still losing you. I think he's on that Tory Lane's J Pass internet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Is
hear
the
you a
mic
little bit.
good? No, no,
Yeah,
no.
go ahead.
I mean, it's DJ Academics, bro.
Yep, DJ Academics. Wait for the rest. All right, buddy. I may have to bring you back. All right. So I guess we go move past that now. We've already bounced that off and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, man. Another one conversation that I feel like we gotta talk about is the after effects of For All the Dogs. Now, I'm on one side of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
So everybody already know that I'm already on the side, like, okay, yeah, it wasn't that great of an album. But Cash, everybody, is the guy on the other side of the spectrum for sure. And he loved the album. So what is your thoughts? Like after the album has been released and its impact on the industry, like the state of the industry right now. What is your thoughts on that right now?
Two things. The impact is more so Billboard wise. It's more
Mhm.
so success with numbers and the mainstream side of things. But as far as impact, I don't think it has a huge impact. Not gonna lie, I don't think the culture has shifted. The culture's affected at all.
Mhm.
I just think it's a Drake album. Where he's just making hits. His core fans love it. I'm one of those guys. I love the album. I think it's a good album. Do I think it's his best work? No, I continue to say that. It's some of his best R&B though. Not gonna lie. Tried Our Best, Drew a Picasso, Members Only, Polar Opposites, like Virginia Beach. That's some of Drake's best R&B. I think those songs are going to age well. Everything else will probably be forgotten, honestly. But I think it's a good album, man. Solid album. Wouldn't say it's album of the year or nothing like that. I think it's a great album for. It's a bit. I want to say I want to be careful with my words. It's a good stay busy album.
You don't have to be careful, man. You can say what you want.
Well, I'm saying I don't want to say the wrong thing, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, you said it was a great album." Nah, it is to Drake's standards as far as numbers. You feel me? Like he put out songs that he knew would basically chart. So I would say that, but it's not album of the year. No, not at all. I want to speak on something else though. J. Cole spoke on the Yachty podcast. He talked about his approach on first person shooter, and he was like, he comes from that cloth where he takes it serious when he's on a verse or a song with a guy who he know is like that. He's coming to take their head off, and he was like, he felt like Drake kind of took the back seat because he wanted to make a hit, but he also said he knows in the back of Drake's mind that he's willing to get his lick back somewhere down the future. So he was like, he's prepared for that. And he was like, it is what it is. I'll be ready. And Yachty was like, see, that's different. Y'all generation kind of cares about those things. We don't care about that. My generation just cares about making a good song. The generational gap is bad, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's so bad. How you feel about that?
I mean, it's true. It's like we have a generation that don't want to compete.
Yeah.
We in our generation of artists, and even before that, the Jay-Z's, the Eminem, stuff like that, they love competition. And I think competition is very, very important. That's why I say, where these guys don't think it's important to be competitive, but they are super competitive when it comes to sales and success. So where the numbers don't matter to me and you, the overall skill set is super important. For these guys, the appearance of being the most successful is super important. So that's why Yachty is always chasing Uzi. You know what I mean? That's why, they have to understand, like, they take it seriously because they know that their core fan base connects with that. They know that their core fan base respects that competition. We know it's a competition. Even though it's unspoken the most, we know it's a competition. Kendrick, Cole, Drake, we know it's a competition. Now I can say the person that's not playing nice nor playing fair is Kendrick. Kendrick is not really, he's not playing with them at all. He got more respect for J. Cole, but he's not, in the same groups as Drake anymore. He removed himself from that. So I think that their competition is more serious than J. Cole and Drake's. J. Cole and Drake's is more admiration. Kendrick and Drake's is more, I want to dominate the game. I want that spot. So
I agree.
Yeah. So that's why I don't, they haven't done a feature in years, and they're not dying to do any more features.
It's something there too. It's not a coincidence they haven't done nothing together.
Yeah.
I mean, now I've decoded the bars. They've been sending shots at one another. There's something there. So yeah. But I agree.
And you know what? I commend them for keeping it, keeping it respectful, not going too crazy and being disrespectful and just completely disrespecting the art form. If
Yeah.
y'all gonna throw shots and then y'all eventually get to the point to where it is, subliminals become, direct, then that's good. It's good for, the sport of hip hop. Like, I think for all the dogs, it helped with the year as far as the slump of sales.
Yeah.
Cool Doja Cat was she's the first hip hop artist, air quotes, the first hip hop artist to go number one this year. Drake being number two, but he
Yeah.
massively surpassed that. So it was needed for hip hop, in general. But I wanted to mention that before we keep talking about Kendrick Cole and Drake. I think it's healthy. As long as hip hop keeps moving this direction, I don't care who fire off shots at who. As long as they keep staying competitive, I never respected like the Yachty's of the world because they just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And at the end of that road, yeah, Tyler wanted to have fun too. But when he realized that it was a competition, it was business, he got on his shit and he started making some quality shit. That's when Igor happened. So
I'll say this. I won't say I don't respect Yachty for the simple fact he has a massive amount of respect throughout the industry. So he's done something to warrant that.
Mhm.
However, he hasn't done anything that I like yet. So I don't understand it, but I will say he's doing something to where he's, highly regarded in these certain circles.
Right.
So I haven't seen it yet. He hasn't done anything that wow me yet. I am a fan of music, a fan of hip hop. And I think he's attempted. I think the J. Cole song was an attempt at showing people that, I'm versatile, I can do certain things, and I do want to be considered as a legitimate artist. So I give him credit for that. Didn't really, do it for me, but the shot was great. I respect the shot, but yeah.
I'm noticing that shift in some of those artists too from the younger generation now. A lot of them are starting to shift towards more of a conscious approach, not too deep into consciousness, but they're going towards that direction, like the Dirks and Yachty trying to show a different layer. Uzi's okay with, showing that he's more than just, a subpar hip hop artist. I ain't got nothing nice to say. But it's like it's like though I can see them seeing it, seeing the importance of aging because they got to understand that when they came into the game, they was young. They can't keep doing the same shit when they was that young.
The funny thing about those artists is like fans think that like I don't want to name drop, but fans think that guys who make like fun music or like what's another word, like popular or just music that lacks a lot of substance, they think that those artists are superior to other artists. But when you look at the guys who actually can rap, they're the best artists in the world. They're the biggest artists in the world. They're the ones who were selling out stadiums. They're the ones who were selling out arenas. They're the ones who's doing 200, 300, 400K in a week when they drop. They're the ones that's charting high. Like, it's those guys who are the cream of the crop. So it's kind of like, y'all can make your little songs. That's cool. They'll pop for the summer. But at the end of the day, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Cole, shit, even Big Sean to a degree, like them songs gonna live forever. Them albums gonna live forever. We're gonna be listening to that shit forever. I don't know if we're gonna be bumping Lil Yachty 20 years from now. I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
I don't know, man. Some of those verses really, really showed me that the thought pattern on Timeless needs to change because they don't realize that they playing older music and that this older music has a heavy connection on the people that's just voting.
I'm glad you said that because those conversations we've been having about new school, old school, they've proven us right so many times. Y'all have been winning verses off the artists we've been telling y'all are better than y'all
exactly.
are. Y'all won't play. Y'all won't pull out the guys who y'all been clamoring for. Y'all won't even do it. And you know what's crazy? When I went to create my playlist, I was trying to put in new artists, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna play this, and they go play a Jay-Z or a Nas or an Eminem, and I'm gonna lose. Why is that? I wonder why. Because those guys are just they're better, man. They're timeless. Like they've given us meat and potatoes time and time again.
Time and time again. And the
Like, and
thing
it's just
is,
like
they're proven.
you can't change that, bro. Like,
Yep. They're tested, they're proven, and it's when you got that level of quality. I mean, look, man, I put Al Green up against anybody from this generation as far as art. I mean, I put Marvin Gaye up against anybody,
facts.
And I didn't grow up in that generation, but I was introduced to that music. Motown, it's undeniable, So that's why, it's cool that they want to make the arguments that the YBs of the world is greater than Michael Jackson. Okay, I dare you to play YB against Michael Jackson in the verses.
I dare you.
On
I
TikTok.
dare you to play Make No Sense against Human Nature or fucking Billie Jean. You getting your ass packed up.
You get packed up quick. And guess what? The TikTok people that's voting, they know they know music too.
Yeah. Nah, facts.
So and they've been voting according too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I like the verses. I like it because
it's fun.
It's a connection, man. You get to see you learn some things. Like I get reminded of songs that I've heard in the past that I didn't quite, didn't quite resonate with me at the time. But I'm hearing it and I'm like, man, I actually like that song now.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all good, healthy competition. Most people handle it better than most. For sure. Than some. And it's like, it's just meant to be fun. And it's
doing
like
my verses, Corey was playing music. And what was I doing? I was bobbing my head.
You was bobbing with
singing
it,
along. I'm like, man, hey, bro, salute to you, bro. This is a banger. Like, come on, man. You playing Bobby Womack? Like, come on, I can't hate on Bobby Womack. Like,
exactly.
What kind of crazy stuff is that?
Yeah. I mean, but you brought some stuff that they didn't bring out, which is I see the wheels turning for a lot of them now. And I was telling one of the other guys, I said, look, I can help you, get your playlist set, but you got to do it from there, man. I can't give you all the ins and outs.
The thing is, though, like assistance is okay, but you got to have some type of connection to these songs that you're playing. And that's the difference. Every song I played today, I have a connection to.
Yeah.
I listen. Sarah Smile is one of my favorite songs. Like that's like a song I play at my wedding. You feel me? Like those are songs that I actually love. Like Kiss It Better by Rihanna. My wife put me on the song. That's a song when we got a long ride somewhere, we play Kiss It Better. Like I have real connections with these songs. 911 with Wyclef and Mary J. Blige.
It means something.
Come on, man. Like I'm not just playing something that I don't have no connection to. That's me personally.
Yeah.
And I think that shit shows. Like it shows when I'm, when I'm playing a song or when I'm performing it. I'm like, you can see it. I'm not just playing a song that I think everybody likes.
Right.
It's a difference.
Big difference. And you see by the voting too.
Yeah.
But it's like when you get in that bag and you show off how much and then but you can also be comfortable with it too, because at the end of the day, you have a connection with it. I don't care how people vote.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, if I'm vibing, we all vibing, y'all go dance to the music I'm playing anyway.
My goal in this tournament, and we gotta make sure we send this to LeBron because this is dope, man. He's gonna be excited to hear us talking about this. But my goal is not to really go undefeated. It's not to win every versus. It's to play something that's gonna make people say, "Damn, I ain't heard that in a minute."
Yep.
That's dope. Or, man, what song is that? I like that song. I never heard that before. Like I played Sympathy for the Devil, and Todd was in the comments like, bro, I don't know what this is, but it just sounds good. It sounds
I read it.
Song. Like, that's what I want to do, bro. Like that's my contribution to this league.
And it's a great contribution, man. So that's why, I want the younger generation to know that we're not sleeping on the talent. We just want y'all to respect what came before.
I'll be honest. I talked to Rage today. I said, man, send me some stuff, that you think the youth will probably like appreciate. He sent me a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of that shit was trash, a lot of it. But that's my guy. A lot of it I already knew about. But I'm like, send me something that I'm kind of like not really familiar with, just to check it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't really I wasn't really fucking with it, but that's just to be able to have that type of dialogue and be able to reach out to him and he come through for me. I think that's dope too, though.
I mean, and it's healthy. It's healthy to to be able to collab. I mean, of course, you're not gonna always agree on everything. That's what creative differences are.
Exactly.
So, but it's dope that you was able to reach out and get something back in return.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I watched all those battles, man, and it's like it's cool just to see it and see how everybody just having fun, man. And it's like
having fun, bro. That's what it's about, man. Having fun.
Not fucking. And I want y'all to notice, okay, as me and Cash talk, we've seen multiple sides of TikTok, and if you're not on TikTok, I'm telling you right now, that shit can be toxic.
It can. The crazy thing is, we were the only two who weren't trying to do the verses. Both me and you was like, nah, we good. I didn't want to do it. I'm like, I don't have no reason to do it. During the pandemic, when we was all stuck in the house, I was doing verses with my family every week, man. We was doing verses all week. So I'm kind of burnt out on the verses. Yeah. But I like the idea of the playlist, playing anything random, any genre. Like, that intrigued me. I'm like, man, let me see. Because a lot of people claim they're eclectic. A lot of people claim they have a good ear for music. But then you realize that they're not really being honest. It's not the truth. But some people do. I'm gonna throw some names out there. Some people I'm impressed with. I'm impressed with Shaq. Shaq, I'm very impressed with. I'm impressed with Foe. I'm always impressed with Murphy. Murphy, my guy. Lady, I don't know her full name, but I'm impressed with her. Maya, impressed with her. Barlow be doing this thing. If I'm missing anybody, Abe, of course. Abe is a veteran though.
Jesse good too, man.
Jesse, now I'll be honest.
Jesse's good.
Aside from, because the other guys have been doing verses a lot, like Murphy, T, Barlow, Todd. They're familiar with verses. Jesse is kind of new. He impressed me the most because he's been growing throughout every battle. Now Shaq, the reason why I'm more impressed by him because he did a verses where he played 5 songs that nobody's played yet. And they were all bangers. He should have went 5. He should have went 5-0.
He should have went 5-0. He said that too.
He said that too. Yeah. But nah, man, I like this, bro. I like it. I love the fact that you just hearing people. It's like you're getting to know people's personality as well. Like we communicate, we have dialogue on TikTok a lot. But also you're getting to learn people's personality through their music. You feel me? Like, oh, you like Beyonce? You like Green Day? You like Blink-182, bro? You listen to Mariah Carey? Oh, that's what's up, bro. Like it's just dope.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the beauty of music is able to bring everybody together and we able to connect and have a good time and turn something toxic into something positive, which I fuck with entirely. So, but that's gonna put a stamp on this
Sorry
Sorry that we lost Spades earlier, y'all. Typically Spades have his crazy outtakes, but it's good. He'll be back and ready for the next one. But
that man.
Yep. So Cash, I appreciate you for taking the time out, chilling with me, and going back and forth on some of these topics. And I see you thought I was gonna talk crazy about Drake.
I actually wanted you to, man. We gotta get a little toxic one time on this platform, man. Show people what we be having going on TikTok. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, I'm gonna do one tomorrow. Have you on my platform, bro?
Yep, I'll be there. Yeah,
we do that.
I do toxic well. But I'm saving some of my toxic pointers, especially for that fucker who decided he wanted to keep popping off on this podcast about me.
Oh man.
Y'all know how I get down. I do toxic with the best of them.
Yeah, all right, for sure.
So, Cash, you want to tell everybody where they can follow you and anything else you want to promote right now? Let's do it.
Podcast. I got merch coming too, man. My son is gonna be my first model. I got a lot of merch coming. But you can follow me on Instagram, Marathon Cash, TikTok, Marathon Cash. I think Twitter too is Marathon Cash. And YouTube is podcast, PODKSH, man. I'm finna push out this content, man. The NBA season started back. I'm a big NBA fan. I'm a big boxing fan, football fan as well. But I do plan on pushing out a lot of content. I want to give another shout out to the Sideline Story. That's a podcast with my guy Marcus. I teamed up with, and we're going to cover our favorite basketball teams and cover the NBA season, throughout the whole entire season. So that's something else I got going on. Of course, me and Lyricist is going to collab some more, man. Can't wait till we do an in-person pod, bro. That's going to be dope.
Yep. So I do plan on coming out there and, getting that filmed as well. But
hey, you know what else? I know we talked about you coming out here, but I ain't never been to Detroit. You feel me?
Hey, you're more than welcome to come, man.
We can make something happen there like that too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So we figure that out. Like,
yes, sir.
Figure that out. We just gotta find the, get the details and stuff.
Yeah, no, we figure it out, man. We make sure.
I hear y'all pizza. I hear y'all got some good pizza.
We got some of the best in the world. Voted number one.
I want to try it.
Number one, 10 years straight.
Yeah, I gotta try it.
Hey, look, by me even being here, I was surprised by that. I said, "What? Detroit? What the fuck? What did that happen?" So yeah, yep. But all right, y'all, we getting out of here into the next episode. Y'all make sure y'all check out Gym Junkie by my man Spades as well. Go to my website, iamlyricist.com. Everything is going to be there, even a new project. So shouts out to everybody that's been streaming that shit, man. Day one, we hit 50K. I think we're like at 250 now. So I appreciate y'all. So I'm trying to be like Cash when I grow up.
Nah, I'm trying to be like you, man. Hey, the album is definitely dope. The EP dope. Check it out, man. What's No Place for Wolves?
Yep, No Place for Wolves.
Fire.
Yep. Good old fashioned raw disrespectful hip hop. He liked Savage. Savage was he liked Savage. Yeah, so Savage was super disrespectful. So
nah, facts.
All right, y'all. So we out of here, man. Until next episode.